Welcome to the Stephen Hartmann Podcast. What's the show? No one knows. Who am I? Who cares? Let's start the show.
Hell yeah. What's up, people? How's it going? Let's start this goddamn show. I am ready. I am that host, Stephen Hartmann. How's everybody doing this weekend? Hope everyone's having a good one. It's been hot as fuck here. It keeps looking like it wants to rain, but then it never does. Let me kick this shit off. I'll turn my camera on. Oh, shit. What's up, people? How's it going? I am that host. I don't know if I said that. Stephen Hartmann. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good. I'm checking out this green screen shit today. I don't know if you could tell. This is not my house. But I just wanted to give it a try. I have some other backgrounds. I just wanted to look at this shit real quick. I think I still gotta mess with it a little bit. But there's the brick. It's kind of cool looking. Then I added a couple. I went and got a beach scene. That looked cool. Here's another beach scene. Pretty cool. And then my buddy Eric was supposed to be out here today, so I went and got this one, but that fucker did not show up. So, oh well. And then I went and got myself on the moon. I guess it looks all right. I'm going to probably turn this shit off for right now. I think it might be lagging my shit for some reason. Bam. Anyway, that's me in front of the green screen. Let me see if I can turn this light off because that shit is bright as fuck. Yeah, fuck it. That'll work. Cool. Well, I'll be messing with that for sure. So look forward to seeing some backgrounds and shit. I think I might be able to like play video and shit off that. Like I definitely gotta mess with that now. Cool. Well, it's this is the Monday episode, but I'm recording it Sunday. It's right before game 3 of the finals. So hell, might as well just segue into my sports talk. Like I said, it's game 3. Right now, my Suns are up, man. 2-0. Looking good. I think they won both games by like 10 points. So that's awesome. It switches back to Milwaukee, though. So we'll see how we play on the road. Truthfully, they've been really good on the road. They've been like closing teams out. So, I mean, if we go up 3-0, it's like, shit, are we even going to make it back to Phoenix? That's the question then. But man, I am so impressed with how they've been playing. Fucking Paul has just been playing like the veteran that he is. He's leading this team and it's been impressive. I love it. Just seeing these young guys come together and playing hard, you know. Like they get adversity, but they just keep coming back from it because like Paul's that dude. He makes people, you know, realize, hey, you need to keep fucking trying, even though you're like, damn, I've been trying my hardest. And he's like, nah, dude, you got to keep going. So it'll be interesting to see how that shit goes. If he stays in Phoenix, could they be, you know, like some legit contenders? And like, if they win this year, can they get some people to that team that will make them even more impressive? But then again, it's like, do you want to fuck with that? Like they have really good chemistry right now. and they're gonna have to pay Booker and Ayton some major money anyway. So, and Chris Paul, I mean, he's 36, but shit, dude, like he could probably go to his 40s or so. So, I mean, I could see that team being pretty legit for the next few years. That'd be nice. Um, I was surprised that Giannis came back, man. He looked like he wasn't going to be playing the rest of this year, but somehow he recovered from that shit, I guess. He's been playing pretty good. He like damn near came back on that last game by himself. Like I think he set a record in the third quarter for most points in a quarter. So I'm pretty impressed with him, dude. I was like, they shouldn't have brought him back so quick. I was thinking like, if anything, just have him sit out the first two games in Phoenix and then let him come back game 3 and 4, you know, somewhat healthier. But I've been impressed with what he's done after that gnarly looking, like it looked like he bent his knee backwards almost. So I'm impressed. Um, there were some fights yesterday, apparently. I've been like so out of the fight game too, man. I guess I've been truthfully out of just like paying attention to sports. I used to like listen to ESPN every day. I just don't care anymore. Like I used to listen to Dan Lebitard, and I don't even think that dude's on the radio. That's how long it's been since I like really paid attention to radio. But I guess Connor fought last night and broke his ankle. Not even like kicking a dude, just like planting on his foot wrong or some shit like that. So that's how that fight ended. So that kind of sucks. It's like, well, that didn't really say that Connor was done. You know, if he would have got his ass beat, I mean, he was getting pretty beat up, but if he would have actually lost, you could be like, all right, dude, it's time for you to step back. Maybe you should go to wrestling, you know, get that payday there like Brock did, you know. Well, I mean, he was a wrestler to begin with, but, you know, after he did UFC for a while, he went back to wrestling, got a huge payday. That's probably what he needs to do. It's just like, dude, you're done. Like, I don't know. You're not looking good. That's for sure. But like I said, him breaking his ankle, though, doesn't really prove much. All it proves is that he's got brittle bones. So we'll see. I mean, I loved Connor. I thought he was badass. He was, you know, he had that talk and everything. And then the last few years, he's just kind of been like, you're kind of a douche and you're not backing up your fights, man. So I don't know. I really can't like you anymore. At least like with John Jones, that dude like backs his shit up. Like he wins his fights. Like he's definitely, you know, he's not the John Jones everybody wanted, but he's still a badass fighter. So at least it's that. Connor, I don't know if he's won a fight in like 4 years. So I don't know. It's disappointing for sure. I think him like taking that year and a half off or whatever to fucking have a contract dispute. And then he did that shit where he threw shit at the bus and broke glass into people's eye or some shit like that. That whole like 2 years just wasted half of his prime. I think we could have saw some badass fights in that time frame, but I don't know. As soon as he went to go fight Mayweather, I was just like, I think this guy's done. Like, I was impressed with the Mayweather fight. Like, I thought he legitimately was fucking him up. But after hearing from legit fighters, it's like, I think Mayweather was just messing with him the whole time. So maybe he wasn't getting those good punches that I thought he was. I don't know. We'll see if he comes back. I know they want another Diaz Connor fight, and I'm just like, do we really want that again? I don't know. We'll see. I didn't really see the other fights. I just saw that Connor broke his ankle, so I'm not sure what else happened in those fights. Like I said, I've been so out of it. I used to watch every single pay-per-view. Like I would either get it on Periscope or some shit so I could watch it, but I just literally have not given a fuck about UFC in probably like 2 years. Like I'll see the headlines of something and I'm like, oh, okay, right on. But they have just not grabbed my attention with anything really lately. A little bit of NFL shit though. I guess some linebacker from Atlanta. I can't even remember his name. Oh, I think I have it here on my shit. Let me click this off real quick. You know what? I don't think I did put it on here. Is this it? No. Well, fuck it. There was this linebacker, I guess, in Atlanta who got arrested for some inappropriate shit with a child, and they ended up releasing him. I was all like, damn, that's some crazy shit. You don't really expect to hear that going on in the NFL. But then I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute. Didn't that one dude from the Giants get arrested with some underage girl too? Lawrence Taylor? For sure. Yeah, he was messing around with like some 15-year-old or some shit too. So maybe that is kind of a thing. You know, we're starting to hear a little bit more about like, you know, all these famous people fucking around with young people, and it's starting to come out more. Like we always kind of knew about it, especially with like rock bands. Like we almost kind of accepted it. Like these young ass girls just going backstage to fuck the whole band and shit. And like that's not a problem. You don't really hear any Me Too's about like Motley Crue and shit, but guaranteed they probably did some inappropriate shit with underage girls. Or even regular, just some inappropriate Me Too shit, but you just never hear it with rock bands for some reason. Everybody else has issues, but it's crazy. But it seems like it's starting to come out more, you know. These like rich people think they could just like get away with shit, maybe pay some people off and, you know, nothing happens, but every now and again you get someone who gets busted. So it was just crazy. I can't even remember the guy's name. And it was some weird name. I don't even know if he was a starter, truthfully. But of course, it was like headline news on ESPN. So I just figured I'd bring that up since we were talking about sports. Like I said, I know they released him. Yeah, some weird name. Mingo. Yeah, that's it. His name is dude, like that's why I wanted to remember his name because it almost reminded me of a Key and Peele sketch on TV where they did the whole everybody's weird names on the football team and shit. This guy's name is Barkevius Mingo. And I'm probably totally fucking that name up, but what a name, man. What a name. But fucking idiot, man. I don't know why you messing around with underage people, man. I guess she was 17 is what I'm seeing, maybe. But still, like, just don't fuck with people under 18, man. It's not a good idea. You're going to get in trouble. It's stupid. Like, I don't get it. There's plenty of legal women out there. Why do these guys want to go fuck around with these younger girls? It's like that whole Epstein shit. Like, I truly kind of believe that there was a legit island of just crazy rich people doing fucked up things with runaways and underage people, man. And I don't know. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty sad. Like that's probably where a lot of these missing children go. Like you see it all the time, like crazy numbers of hundreds of thousands of children missing and shit. And it's like, yeah, wonder if that's like what happens to a lot of them. And it's just like, I don't know, kind of ignored or swept under the carpet by a lot of, you know, officials and shit. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I should probably stop talking about this because it's not part of my fucking podcast. Sorry, people. Anyway, I guess we'll go into the news now since I fucking like totally went off the rails there. We'll go to that one since I already showed you guys. It'll kick me off again here. This was pretty crazy. I guess this was going on outside of Denver. They arrested 4 people with a shitload of guns, and I guess they thought that they were going to attack the baseball game, the All-Star game going on there. Like they kind of linked it to them or some shit like that, that they were going to go to the game. So like that's kind of scary. And I guess it's a damn good thing that they fucking got these guys. Apparently what happened was like the maid went in to go clean and she just noticed there was a shitload of guns and stuff. So she called the cops. It's like, thank God she went in there. Even though I hate when the maids come into my room. I know that. I'm always Mr. Do Not Disturb. I'll deal with the messy room for however many days I'm there. I don't need you in my room searching through my shit. Like, I just don't trust people. But like, good for her, man. I'm glad she found that shit because that could have been a scary situation. If these guys were legitimately going to go shoot up the fucking All-Star game, that could have been a fucking crazy scenario. And I can see that, man. Like, I've always wondered why that shit like hasn't happened at like sporting events more often or at all. Like, or even concerts. Like me and my dad were talking about that shit at like Slipknot concerts or something like that. Just first off, you wouldn't even really realize it at first because there's so many explosions and shit going off from the show that you're like, are those gunshots or what? And then like, who knows how many people are, at these, I can imagine at the All-Star game, it's probably, 30, 40,000 people. So that could have been some pretty gnarly shit going down. So good for that maid. Glad they caught those guys. Let me go to another one here. This one kind of, I don't get this shit. Why anybody buys a game for almost $1 million? I don't care if it's the first one unopened. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why do you do this? But that's just rich people shit, man. Instead of doing something good with that $870,000, someone's just like, I'm gonna buy this thing that no one can play. They can look at it, maybe, if they come to my house. And like, who cares? I can look at it right now. Like I'm seeing it, and who gives a fuck? It's Zelda. Like I don't get it. It's not doing anything for me. So why would I pay? I mean, I'd pay like $20 for that thing probably. It's useless. I don't get that at all. Like, at least when people buy $1 million cars, at least you can drive it. But people don't even do that. Like, they don't drive those things. They fucking pull it right onto a truck and then they take it somewhere else and then they sell it in like 4 years. I don't really get this rich people shit. Just buying weird stuff. Like, I don't know. If I ever won the Powerball, let's say, and I won like $500 million, like some of those jackpots are, there would be nothing in the world like that. Like I would have no interest in buying anything like that. I wouldn't care like anything from my childhood. There would be no reason for me to be like, all right, I want the first Teddy Rubskin, whatever the fuck, and like unopened. I'll pay $200,000 for it. It's like, why would you do that? I don't give a shit. Like, yeah, it's cool. It kind of reminds me of my childhood. I don't give a shit. It's like same thing with like baseball cards. I would have no interest. Like, who cares if I have this, rare card? What does it do you? Like, I guess you can resell it. I guess it's kind of an investment thing. But I think it's just more of a status thing for a lot of these people. They're like, oh yeah, I was the one that bought the $2 million car or the $1 million Zelda game. It's just like, good for you, buddy. Good for you. I would rather just like buy a shitload of homes or something like that and then like give them to people or some shit like that. Like that $870,000, you could have definitely bought a few homes, like a couple of $100,000 homes, just buy like four of them, hook them up with, give your family some homes or, your friends or, even do some like crazy contest. That's what, like, I kind of wish Willy Wonka was like a real thing, except like a crazy, extravagant rich person that's just like, all right, I just want to give away crazy things. Like I said, just buy a block and be like, hey, family, this is all you, or, have some kind of weird contest where, you know, you have like four or five families that, do some kind of weird shit. And if they win, they get the whole block or some shit, just crazy stuff. Like that's what I would do if I was a billionaire. I would just do stupid stuff. Go to grocery stores and be like, all right, you two people with the full carts. The first one that makes it to the entrance, I'm going to buy all your shit. It just like doesn't matter. You guys just run. You can knock each other over, whatever. Whoever gets to the entrance first, I buy all your groceries. Just make some like crazy shit like that. Like just have some fun with your money. Like what does buying $1 million Zelda game do for you? How is that fun? I don't get it. Like you could do so much more shit with that money. That would be, I don't know. Like I said, I think, and then you become known as this dude that's just like weird with his money. Like someday he's just going to show up and just buy 30 fucking Kias and give them out at a Walmart or some shit, I don't know. Like it just seems a lot more fun to me to do some weird shit like that with your money than buying a car or a baseball game or a fucking video game. Like who cares? Like get the fuck out of here with your status shit. All right, let me get to the next story here. Speaking of rich people shit. Oh, no. Oh, this is the wrong story. Sorry. This one just made me fucking laugh. I'm not even really going to say much. I'm just going to put it up here and read what it says. Why so many geographical sites in the U.S. still have racist names. Now, I didn't know this was a problem. Where do we, I mean, where are there places that have racist names? Like I don't want to start throwing names out right now, but I'm just like, where is this city that's named after, like I've never heard of a town. Like I want to say so much right now, but I'm just trying to be good. But like really, what the fuck? This is a problem. Okay. I don't get it. Let's just erase more of our history or whatever. I'm guessing that's what it is. It's going to be like people's names that have to do with racism or some shit. Cause that's the only thing I can think. Cause there's like no way that there's actually cities that have a racist slur or something in it. Like I can't even think of one right now. Like, is it like Lake Titicaca? Is that racist? I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I know we have a place that's named that. But is that racist? I don't know. Hopefully not. If I offended anybody by saying Lake Titicaca, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Fuck yourself. But anyway, like that one, I didn't even, like I said, I hardly ever bother clicking on something, but I just took the screenshot of that one because I was just like, for real? Did we really need this headline? I don't get it. Okay. So this next one, this is the rich people shit. Apparently they were successful with their space launch today. Everything went good. They went up there. They came back down. Fucking hooray. I don't get it. If this is just to put people into a thing and have them go around in the atmosphere for 12 minutes, then this is lame as fuck. I thought we were doing this so we could start going to fucking space. But it sounds like they just want rich people to give them money so they can send them up and they can go around. I don't even think they go around the whole earth or anything. Like I said, it was like 12 minutes and come back down. I'm like, that's lame as fuck. If I'm going to pay that kind of money, I thought we were going to the fucking moon, dude. This is a ripoff. Like, I don't get that shit at all. I thought these guys were trying to do some real shit. This is lame. Like, let's do some real space travel here, guys. Like, I swear I remember hearing somebody, maybe I think it might be fucking Elon. He's the only legit dude, I think, man. I think he's the one that's actually trying to go to Mars. I think he was the one that was like saying, if we do this, no one's coming back. Like, we're going there, we're staying there. So I think he was the one that was talking about that shit. So these other two fucking rich fucks are just making some kind of fucking stupid roller coaster that goes into space, basically. It's a fucking thrill ride that you got to pay $20 million to get on. Stupid shit. All I can say is at least it didn't explode, so we didn't lose one of our important people. I mean, I guess he's important. I don't know. Like I said, I thought they were doing some legit shit. This is kind of useless. He just made like a cruise line that goes to space. I guess that's what he fucking does. He makes like airplanes, cruises, and now he makes a fucking shuttle to space. Lame. Like I said, I thought these guys were actually trying to do some space travel shit. That was kind of disappointing. Yeah, I saw that they went up, they came down all safely. I was like, I mean, like I said, I wasn't hoping anybody actually died or anything, but I don't know. It was like I said, it was disappointing to hear that this is what their plan was. It's not like just a test. This is what they want to do all the time. Like, I thought they were doing a test to see if they can get through and all that shit. But no, this is like they want to have this as, like I said, a thrill ride. They want to charge rich people a fuckload of money to do this. I'm like, that's fucking lame, dude. Lame. I want some space travel, dude. I'm hoping Elon Musk does that sometime soon. Like I said, it's not like I'm getting on that shit, but I would like to see us try to go to fucking Mars, man. Start building some shit. Like, it'd be nice to see some of that in my, lifetime. Not like just concepts. I would like to see some shit. We've been doing space travel for 60 something years and really got nothing to show for it so far. I mean, we got this thing that floats around our fucking planet that we go to every now and again, but what does it really do? I guess it takes some pictures and shit. I don't know. But it's not like they can launch from it or anything like that. It'd been one thing they could have, made a thing where they started building a ship on there that they can launch to somewhere, but they didn't even do that. So, like I said, I'm hoping, I think it was Elon Musk that's got that plan. Like, he's the only one that legitimately wants to go somewhere. But and then we'll see how Bezos' fucking thrill ride goes next week or whatever it is. I think it's next week, next Sunday or something like that. We'll see if he's successful. I'm all like, what's going to be the difference? They make different shaped planes or whatever the fuck those things are that they launch them from. We'll see. See if his is as successful. I think losing Bezos would be a lot worse than losing Branson. So it's definitely like, damn, hopefully his shit goes okay. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Someone's going to take over Amazon. So if, something bad happened, but hopefully not. I think that's it for today. I'm going to do my stand-up recommendation today. It's another dude from New York. I'm sorry, people. It's most of the people I know are the guys that I listen to. They're from there. So this guy's name's Mike Cannon. He's a funny dude. He has a podcast with Mike Feeney. It's called the Irish Goodbye Podcast. It's funny as shit. They tell a lot of good stories about getting drunk and doing all kinds of drugs and shit. And they're very entertaining. And Mike actually has a couple of stand-up specials, but this one is called Life Begins. That's right. So what I'm going to do is like what I normally do is I'm just going to play one of his bits here. I'm going to play his fatherhood advice since I am going to be a father here soon. I figured I might as well listen to some fatherhood advice. Like I said, I'll play his bit and then I'll come back on, do some plugs, wrap it up, and do all that good stuff. All right. I'm going to go ahead and kick off my mic.
Cause y'all don't wanna fuck with me. Cause I don't feel the
That is not at all what was supposed to play. Sorry, hold on.
Turns out it works though. I had a baby 3 months ago, which is thanks. I know. Doesn't my vagina look back to normal? Yeah, a baby. I am. Here's the thing. I am a 34-year-old boy, and this has been a violent shove into adulthood. It really has. There is no preparation for having a kid, right? I read books. None of that shit mattered. There's no way you could practice. The only way you could practice for having a baby is if somebody gave you a baby you were allowed to kill before your real baby got here. Like a human Tamagotchi. Like, oh, perfect. I'm going to really test this out, find out what this thing can survive. Went too far. You dispose your baby, they wheel in your real baby, and you're like, all right, I'm going to reel it back a little bit for this one. I was nervous, I was nervous to have a kid. I'm still nervous. He's 3 months old. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I will say this. Some of the advice that I've gotten from drunk audience members after shows, it's really helped me through this trying time. Especially before my son got here, right? I was talking about him on stage all the time, and everybody would give me advice post-show. Everybody would give me the same advice, and they all acted as if they were giving a unique bit of wisdom that only they could impart. Every single person was like, sleep now. Sleep now. Get your sleep now. Sleep now. I'm like, I don't think you know how sleep works. I can't just store up some Z's and then trade them in 3 months when I'm feeling tie-tie. That's not... I can't bank REM. I was performing in Dewey Beach, Delaware, right? Yeah, sure. And after the show, this sun-bleached land pirate runs up to me. Runs up to me, he's hammered, right? And he's like, dude, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. The worst it could get, the absolute worst it could get, they just take him away from you. It's like, wow, I didn't realize we were operating with such a safety net. Turns out my real baby is my practice baby. Let's roll the dice, take some chances.
Right on. Well, that's Nick Cannon. Mike Cannon. That's fucking funny. I totally forgot the camera was still on. but it's all right. Yeah, dude, check him out. Like I said, he's got a special. It's on Spotify. It's like 52 minutes long. It's free. Check it out. It's funny as fuck. Like I said, him and Mike Feeney do that Irish Goodbye. It's on Gas Digital. Check it out. It's funny as hell. I recommend both of those guys. I think they both have specials on Spotify, so check them out for sure. Besides that, I'm just gonna do some plugs real quick. Check out my niece's website, lavitas.com. It's got some great merch on there, man. Please buy a shirt. It'd be appreciated a lot. Check out my website, StephenHartmanPodcast.com. I also joined some podcast groups on Facebook. One of them, Podcast Nation. They're helping me out quite a bit already. I'm going to be either guesting on a few pods or even getting guests on here soon. So that's going to help out a lot. So I will keep you guys informed on that. I've already talked to a couple other podcasts to be guests on. So they might not be out for a while though, because one of them said they record and they don't put out until like September. So, but at least I'll be getting on some shows here soon. So that's cool as fuck. And like I said, man, if you want me on your podcast, hit me up with a comment or, hit me up on the website, whatever. I'm down to be on your show. So let me know. And if you want to be a guest, hit me up. I'm down to do some interviews. I've been trying to, but, can't work things out quite yet. So, but anyway, I'll be back with a show for sure Friday. And who knows, man, I may end up doing another one. I figured out how to do this watch along thing. So I'm going to be doing that. I just have to figure out which free ones I can do on YouTube because apparently I can't watch Netflix while I'm doing this. I tried it out. It is just a blank screen. So I'm going to have to watch like YouTube or some shit. So it doesn't have like Scarface and Godfather. So I need to think of other like iconic movies that I haven't seen and that they offer on YouTube. So I saw like a Clint a Clint Eastwood movie called Hang 'em High. I think I've heard that that's supposed to be a good movie. I don't know. I don't really know much about Westerns. So I might start with that. But I think I kind of want to, I don't know. I guess it doesn't have to be funny the whole time, but I could try to crack jokes about the stupid ass Western, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. I guess I'm just going to give it a try and see how it goes. Besides that, like I said, you guys will for sure see me on Friday. It'd be nice if I have a guest. Please like and subscribe. I'm starting to put shit on TikTok as well. I'm going to put like some videos of mine together with some other shit. So keep a lookout for that. And of course, like I'm on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff too. It should be all under, the Stephen Hartman podcast or like the Stephen Hartman pod or something like that across all platforms pretty much. So just check it out. Stay tuned for more content and we'll catch you guys next time. I appreciate you.